Yesterday, we had a conversation about roads and, you know, what was happening in Aveno. We showed our viewers what was happening in Aveno. And then we were discussing basically around the country. We wanted people to send us, you know, what challenges they were facing. Interestingly, we had a lot of... with feedback from across the country. So we do want to take a look at some of the challenges that are happening across the country, different places. We'll take a look at a few of them. Let's take a look. We'll come back. Go to you.
So what you are currently seeing on your screens are some visuals coming in from Upper West region, you know. So this is some of the response we got yesterday when we asked viewers to send us images of the state of their roads, you know, in their various communities. And this came in from Upper West. Quite an unfortunate situation there.
So here apparently these are some students trying to fix, you know, that culvert over there, the culvert over there that you saw in the road, in the middle of the road. And then we also have, look at this one here. So this looks like some kind of serious flooding situation. I'm wondering what it was, but you can see the mud that is being kicked up on the road there where the vehicle is moving. So clearly the road underneath it is actually just mud.
No, so I'm looking at if you're driving a saloon car and your car breaks down. You know sometimes you don't know when trouble is going to come. So just in case your car breaks down and you are on this road, how are you even going to work things around? You know, you have to come out of your car
into the mud,
trying to fix it. Now the whole situation is even worse than your car breaking down.
I know, right?
You know, and this is unacceptable. We can't be living with things like this.
Well, you see, this is part. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can say that there's a few roads like that here, but I'm sure up there, you see this guy is broken down by the roadside. He's stuck, and you see. But this is clearly a muddy road that has been overflown with water. Okay, so now they've gone out of the water path, but you can see this is actually the road. So this is the state of their road.
Yes.
Okay. And so when we're talking about, look at another situation here, vehicles struggling to cross roads. Look at this place here. Look at the muddy.
And
so
you don't even know what you are driving through. No, because if
it's crazy.
Someone who is not very familiar with the road has to use this road, it's going to be disastrous. And to have residents and road users get down to fix the road some way, somehow.
Yeah. And you know what we were talking about yesterday? You see this guy, he's loaded with goods. So this is really how we move around goods in this country. On vehicles, trucks, articulated trucks, different kinds of vehicles, moving things around the country to supply markets, right? But you load up a truck like this and you go and get some, and you see all of these are to cost though. Because think about it.
I get where you're coming from.
If this guy is staying here, imagine he's loaded tomatoes. Let's imagine he's loaded tomatoes. If he's broken down and cannot move for 3 days, what happens to the tomatoes? He will arrive at destination overdue, right? So some of the tomatoes will already started rotting.
Most of them.
Right? Whatever is left, the market people who have paid for their tomatoes have to make their money.
Yes.
The driver has spent longer on the road than he anticipated.
Yeah.
Which means that he's probably going to ask for a little extra. The market women on the other end are also going to charge more because the goods that arrive are fewer than what they paid for.
And consumer at the end of the day has to pay extra, and we are the ones who will have to
bear the
suffer
brunt of
these issues. And I think that, we've spoken too long. Sometimes I feel that we should put politics aside. We should appeal to the conscience of our leaders. You get it? This is unacceptable. Look,
you are assuming their conscience can be appealed to.
No, but you see, for me, Kweku, we can play the politics, we can do everything, we can do NPP, NDC with these whole issues, but there are, when you go into your closet, you are a human being. Some of these things you will think about them. If you feel that you don't have conscience, that is okay. But those who call themselves, human beings, those who call themselves our leaders, we have to begin to see some kind of change, because I don't think that you would want your relatives, you would want your people, you yourself would want to be treated in this manner. You understand? People queue under the scorching sun to make sure that you come into government. You give all kinds of promises, and then we finish, and you think that that is it. We should move on beyond some of these things. And the moment you talk about it, people are very quick to say that in this administration, under this government, under this. But why? Why must it be so?
No, that's the unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in, where as soon as you start talking about a problem that is obvious, then you must be aligned to somebody that is against us. Meanwhile, I'm saying that I notice these things. I want you to do something about it so that we can all live a better life in the country. And what we don't seem to be able to do is to connect the dots as to when we talk about standard of living, quality of living, cost of living. These things are all related to decisions to say, listen, we're not going to take any, we're not going to accept any cutting of corners when it comes to our roads, right? No more wasting of money when it comes to our roads. Whatever has been allotted to the road fund must be used for that, okay? Let's make sure that however much money we went to go and collect from whichever loan source we went to get the money from, let's put all of it into the road instead of cutting corners. Look, if we don't do that, look, there are places in this world, when you go, from the airport, when you land, Frema, there's no dirt road.
No.
You can travel the entire country. There's no dirt road anywhere.
You see.
Why can't we achieve that?
Kweku, for me, I think that we can even start from roads like these. You get it? Look at the goods that these vehicles have loaded. Where are they going? Where are they coming from? Look at the level of poverty in our country. Now, what does it take, to construct drains along our roads? What does it take to go back and check the monies we've given to contractors, what they are doing with it? It appears that we just throw monies around. Nobody seems to care. We construct school buildings, we construct roads, and we see the kind of indiscipline that people, perpetrate on these roads. Nobody seems seem to care. Sometimes you see policemen driving along these indiscipline and they just pass by. You know, you see politicians, you see leaders just driving through, not showing an iota of concern towards the ordinary Ghanaian. And why must we be put through this kind of hardship? Why must we go through these kind of things? It is very, very unfortunate.
Some of our biggest areas of what we refer to as bread baskets for the country are in this area. So we look at Upper West, okay? You're looking at maize, you're looking at yam, you're looking at rice. Some of the biggest producers of rice, yam, maize across the country, this is where it comes from.
Exactly.
Okay, and they're going to be transporting across the country to the Ashanti region, to the Greater Accra region, to other parts of the country. If we really mean well, okay, so we were talking about, and sometimes that's why it makes these things sound as though they're just political jargons, right? And that there's no true meaning to fix things and to have a proper ecosystem that makes sense at the end of the day. Because if you say planting for food and jobs, planting for food and jobs needs a transportation system.
Of course.
Right, planting for food and jobs needs a transportation system to move things across the country. Yeah. Look, even when you look at Ghana, we transport things from Burkina to Ghana. Yes. To Ghana, right? That road, that trunk road, has issues on it.
See, Kweku, and this affects
Accra to Ouagadougou road. Has major issues on it.
And you know, this affects a whole lot of things. So if farmers, you know, are producing their foodstuff, they have no means to bring them from the farms to the market centers. It affects everything. Look, let's look at the shortage of maize, you know, across the country. Let's look at the shortage of soya, other things. Only yesterday, poultry farmers in northern Ghana had a press conference increasing the prices of eggs. And it's because of the difficulties that we are having, you know, and all these contribute to the suffering of the Ghanaian. It is very sad, you know, that those who make the laws, those who tell us, the politicians, the leaders tell us all kinds of things. They are going to be doing that for us. They are going to be doing that. Very unfortunately, you know, for us, they can afford when prices go up. They can afford because our taxpayers' money are making life in a way comfortable for them. You understand? But what happens to us? At the end of the day, we are the ones suffering. You know, people go for shopping, leaders go for shopping, and they don't even know the unit price, you know, of goods. Because they probably will buy in bulk. They will do this, give me that, give me that, give me that. Then they just pay for them. But we go in, buy one egg. We know the cost of an egg. We know the cost of a tin of milk. We know all these things. And at the end of the day, salaries are not being increased. We'll come back and tell us that, well, we are in difficult situations, we must understand. But are they understanding? Some of these issues being fixed will in a way alleviate a lot of the sufferings that we go through. I mean, what does it take to give us good roads? What does it take?
I mean, honestly, we have another insight for you to take a look at some students who are trying to, you know, do their bit and see if they can fix some roads.
Good morning, Kweku and Frema, and welcome to Sakyi also. So this road that you are seeing here is a stretch that connects Kesikrom and Sakyi. That is the main commercial center in the Sakyi also municipality. The road, as you can see behind here, has never been tarred. Always when it rains, the gutters, the erosion creates so many big gutters on the road. This morning I came here to find out how commuters are coping with the situation on the road, only to find out that this student who tells me that they are on midterm have taken it upon themselves to come and help fix these gutters. I spoke to one of the students and he explained to me the reason why they came here to help.
These are my friends from the same school. We are on the midterms, so we decided to come and fix the gutters caused by the erosion. So the road is very bad, so we don't want any accident to occur. That is why we are here to help.
Your friend is Zambia man. Me here Juma from Kesikrom to Junase. Na yesra ban say ye kwan yi de onye ne kakra maye. Cause ufri how they call stand there enye kwan bi e wa bia. Sisi an ho ba was over to me pai. Ti de yesra ban say ye kwan yi de wontwa so maye. Say ne wongu kota akwa da bia no o ma eso nye kama maye. Aban ni ma no. Oh. To be frank, on my idea. Now, and you say you didn't call animal a year, sir, because I child labor. Dear sir, I say, see, Uncle Anna, see, I hear on one kind of question, sir, my bay, yes, I can with my. See, ya this said, yeah, they better by him, say, and Uncle Anna say, yes, I do my way. And yet,
wa hwe kwan akase nam so edu Tuesday kwa ye mpese ye beba ha nyina anye wa hwe kokrom mpanfo nko na omuti krom asei obi anu wono ma o contribute say ye nye kwan nti ye sra aban say aban mo a ne nye kwan no na aban mo e paade a e kwan no ye ntimi enye sesi e wa hwe for years ye sra mo a say aban wa mana se omu ba se mba beto aba wa say ya ye sra mo a sai you know bad boss no ye be say ni nyina.
Right, so these are images you are seeing from Sakyi also, and that is the nature of their roads, some of their community roads. And you saw in there students trying to bring some sanity onto the roads by fixing them. Kweku, now this is how bad the situation is, you know. And I ask myself sometimes when we talk about patriotism, okay, what are we doing as a nation to make sure that people are patriotic? Now, if I am a student and if I have to go through this because the situation is that bad, it will affect me going back to school. It will affect my parents, you know, trying to make a living to support me in school. What am I, you know, also putting in myself that I would want to do for my nation? You understand? Because if I have to go through all these difficulties, just roads, now you have to get on the road yourself as a student on holiday, to be resting, to be trying to gather yourself for your next stay in school. And this is what we've been doing. We talk about child labor. If I can do this, why would I go and help my father on the farm? Why would I go fishing? Why would I do other stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. I mean, really, the thing is that people look, these guys are out there, they're looking at the situation here, and they're saying, look, if we don't do something about this, we're sitting in the cars, look at how, look, have you ever sat in a taxi on a potholed road? You see how uncomfortable it is?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I'm sure they're going through some of these experiences on a daily basis. It's like, you know what, maybe there's something we can do. There's a lot of us. Why don't we come together and do something? Now, for me, it's an indictment on government.
Absolutely.
Right? It's an indictment on government because there should not be a single road in the... See, we've accepted it as a normal that there will always be some roads that are not done yet.
Yeah.
It's a continuum. So we'll take it easy. This time we'll do some, then we'll do another. Listen, there are some countries there is no road that is dirt. That's what we should aspire to.
Yeah.
And that's a standard we should hold someone like the roads minister to.
Yeah.
That's a standard.
Of course.
So I'm not impressed with, you know, standing in Accra and, you know, a lot of, you know, blustering talk to say we'll deal with this and we'll deal with that.
To what end?
Once there's a road that has not been built,
and you know, the fact
it's
that some of the roads are unmotorable, you understand? Apart from the fact that they are not tarred, you can't even drive on those roads. You know, you drive on the road and you are so frustrated.
Yes, because you see, even if the road is not tarred yet, there should be a plan in place to make all roads motorable. Even if it's not tarred yet, and let's say you are getting there, at least make it usable. You see, and like you're saying, many roads are actually unmotorable. So even though you're telling us that you are getting there, what's the intermediate plan that says, let's make sure that at least all the roads are comfortable to use at every point in time. Just after the rains, go and grade the roads. Let it be usable. You
know, sometimes it beats one's imagination why some roads keep seeing, you know, facelifts, why some roads keep being asphalted.
Come to,
you know, is it because...
They are Equity-Man now.
No, but I see it's like on roads, and sometimes I ask, but why are they doing this road again? Why? Is it because we have a lot of people, living in such areas. I mean, it is unacceptable because we can't have some Ghanaians being more Ghanaian than the others. We are all Ghanaians. What it is. The people in Sakyi also are Ghanaians. The people from Sisala are Ghanaians, and so are the people in East Legon. We are all entitled to, a piece of the national cake. Why should some people suffer, especially those who are farming, those who are making sure that we get food to eat? We can't be doing this.
Well, we do want to hear from you wherever it is in the country that you're messaging us, who are watching us from. We do want to hear from you. So can you use the hashtag Breakfast Daily? We want to see more road videos, more road pictures. Show us the state of what is going on in your community, even as we have these conversations, because we do want to make sure that you are included in the conversations and then also the solutions to these problems across the country.